Environment and Natural Resources Office under Engineer Prisco Valmoria hosted the 17th virtual flag raising ceremony on Monday, August 3, 2020. Dr. Jerry Kalingasan in his speech congratulated Ms. Gina Abang for a 100.50% accomplishment in the province's fight against polio. Through the help of the local government units, municipal health office and barangay health workers, children ages 0 to 59 months from different areas in the province have successfully received polio vaccination. Task Force Chief Dr. Jerry Kalingasan also asked capital workers and employees to do self-monitoring with regards to the current health situation. He meant taking their own body temperature at work and even at home to monitor and detect possible illness. The chief discouraged the use of thermal guns to employees but shall be used by visitors entering the capital premises. It was also on Monday that MOPH Balingasag was ordered temporarily closed to the public. This after 3 staff tested positive for COVID-19. Dr. Jerry Kalingasan instructed the suspension of operations and was closed to new admissions to prevent further infection and contamination. He, however, clarified that no doctor, nurse, or any medical personnel was infected. He immediately ordered contact tracing who may have been exposed to the deadly virus. Dr. Kalingasan said it is the provincial government's priority to ensure that those who have been affected by the virus receive support but at the same time need to balance with getting the hospital back to normal. Governor Bambi Emano lauded the chief of the provincial task force for the smart move and for his wise decision-making. Right after the flag raising, Governor Bambi Emano together with some police officers from the Police Provincial Office underwent a rapid detection test at the Provincial Health Office to ascertain that they are negative from COVID-19. Also on Monday, the good governor had a quick meet and greet with a group of persons with disability outside the provincial capital. Governor Bambi gave each PWD cash assistance and food packs. All this time, the governor always responds to the needs of the challenged members of society, not only to PWDs but also to senior citizens in this province. It was also on that same day that Governor Bambi Emano instigated a Zoom meeting with Mr. Robertino Pizarro, President and CEO of A. Brown Company Incorporated, and Mr. Jun Ho, President of Huili Philippines, to discuss the approval of a proposed steel mill in Fividec Industrial Estate as proposed by Administrator Attorney Franklin Quijano. The integrated steel mill will be the first not only for Misamis Oriental but also for the whole country. The construction phase of the project is set to generate around 10,000 to 30,000 jobs, while regular operations after construction is set to require a solid 3,000 workforce. The $4.9 billion project is expected to enhance Misamis Oriental's industry into the global scale and bolster the economic stability of the country. On August 4, 2020, Tuesday, the Philippine Coconut Authority Davao Research Center Region 11 has again donated various seedlings and seed nuts of different varieties of coconut tree to the Misamis Oriental Provincial Agriculture Office. This time, 8,200 seedlings have been turned over, which brings the total to more than 30,000 planting materials that are already handed to Pagro. PCA has pledged to donate a total of 100,000 seedlings and seed nuts as requested by Governor Bambi Emano. The regional manager of PCA Davao Research Center Region 11, Director Liberty Canha, expressed her gratitude and congratulations towards Governor Bambi Emano's resolute efforts in boosting the province's coconut industry and promoting to encourage farmers to venture into coconut planting. Also on Tuesday, Pagro heeded to the request of Barangay Kapitan Democrito Redoble in Tuod, Mantikao for agricultural support. The office gave the barangay official 15 bags of organic fertilizers, 5 bottles of foliar fertilizers, and 15 packs of assorted vegetables. On Wednesday, August 5, 2020, the members of the Misamis Oriental Department Heads Association or MODHA underwent a rapid antibody test at the Provincial Health Office. Attorney Jeffrey Saclot, being the spokesperson for the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19, said the activity was through the initiative of Governor Bambi Emano and Dr. Jerry Kalingasan. The two key officials want to ensure that department heads are risk-free to safeguard the health and welfare of capital workers and employees, including the transacting public as well. It was later in the afternoon that the result of their rapid detection test was released, and to the pleasure of Governor Bambi and the whole provincial capital workforce, the result was negative for all the department heads of Misamis Oriental. It was also on Wednesday that MOPH Balingasag has reopened its doors to the public after undergoing thorough disinfection and sanitation. The clean-up has commenced right after the temporary closure of the provincial hospital through the initiative of the Provincial Task Force Committee on Disinfection and Sanitation under the leadership of Dr. Benjamin Resma. Basic services of the hospital, such as emergency rooms, laboratories, and pharmacies, among others, is now back to normal operations. On that same day, the promotional video of Miss Caroline Veronilla from Misamis Oriental was released in the Miss Universe Philippines official Facebook page. Caroline is the official candidate who will represent the province of Misamis Oriental to the biggest pageant in the universe. Showcased in the said video are the different tourist attractions in the province, like the Divine Mercy Shrine in El Salvador, Boardwalk Mangrove Eco Park in the town of Alubihid, Initaw Libertad Protected Seascape and Landscape, and the ever-delicious rice cake or bibingka in Mantikao. Governor Bambi Emano and the Provincial Tourism Office urged the public to support candidates from Misamis Oriental because of the honor they bring to the province. Also on Wednesday, Pagro delivered 89 bags of feeds to the Kahugpungan sa Gagmay Mananagat in Malingin, Opol, in addition to the existing Bangus project which was stopped last July 3. The said association was profiled by the Rural-Based Organization Division to further assist them on their training and technical needs and engage them into another livelihood program aside from fishing. It was on Thursday, August 6, 2020, that the Provincial Youth and Development Office, through its head, Ms. Aline Oxtero Peñalosa, announced the upcoming celebration of Linggo ng Kabataan 2020. Hundreds of Sangguniang Kabataan officials and members are expected to join PYDO and the SK Provincial Federation in all the virtual activities the provincial government has prepared for the youth in Misamis Oriental. Ms. Peñalosa said her office will celebrate the Linggo ng Kabataan this year through social media because of the pandemic. The 2020 theme is Youth Engagement for Global Action, the aim of which is to shed light on the need to enable the engagement of youth by making local, national, and global institutions more inclusive for the purpose of strengthening their capacity and relevance to achieve global action. Also starting Wednesday until Friday, the Provincial Veterinary Office conducted mass rabies vaccination in different parts in Villanueva, Misamis Oriental. PVET, under the mandate of Dr. Benjamin Resma, said over 3,000 dogs and cats have been vaccinated last week, 471 from Dayawan, 538 in Katipunan, 412 in Emilda, 657 in Looc, 326 in San Martin, 185 in Balacanas, 94 in Tambobong, 83 in Timaya, and 252 in Poblacion. Dr. Resma assured pet owners that his office will continue its regular vaccination for the province to come up with zero mortality against dog-mediated rabies this year. Villanueva Mayor Jenny Uy extended her gratitude towards Governor Bambi Emano for rendering the service to her municipality. And on Friday, August 7, 2020, a joint regular meeting of the Peace and Order Council, Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, and the Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council for calendar year 2020 took place. The meeting mainly revolves on the presentation of updates and accomplishments of the peace and order, disaster preparedness, and anti-drug abuse, specifically in Misamis Oriental, for the first and second quarters of 2020. The meeting was graced by the provincial government headed by the governor and the chairman of PPOC, Governor Bambi Emano, non-government organization partners, office representatives, and the uniformed personnel of AFP, PNP, and the Coast Guard. It was also on Friday that PAGRO, together with some experts in food technology, conducted inspection of the Ulong Tea Processing Center to evaluate the facility relative to FDA's standards for applying a license to operate certificate. Recommendations were then given to the Blooming Forest Workers MPC for them to address the findings. Meanwhile, another team from PAGRO also conducted site inspection and validation to the Balintad Farmers Multipurpose Cooperative in Pagawan, Mantikau, Misamis Oriental for a possible Hito Fish Pond project to which 25 members of the association will benefit. This is in line with the food security program of the said office. The Provincial Public Services Office, through Ms. Zorobabel Wabirabe, continue to render assistance to returning overseas Filipinos and locally stranded individuals arriving in Misamis Oriental under the Hatid Tulong program of the government. As of Saturday, Misamis Oriental has received a total of 4,648 Misamisnans arriving at the Lagindingan Airport and Makabalan Port. And from August 1 to 7 of 2020, 99 ROFs and 127 LSIs have been recorded by PESO. And finally, on Saturday, August 8, 2020, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, through Mr. Junlimar Abella, turned over 504 food packs to the 18 families affected by the lockdown at Sitio Bubulutan, Barangay Kasulog in the municipality of Salay, Misamis Oriental. This after the town recorded one local transmission case of COVID-19. Also on Saturday, the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, through Fernando Vincent Lee Jr., conducted humanitarian transport mission to a locally stranded individual from the city to a neighboring province.
As we continue our 7th year together, the provincial government's door has remained open to every voice, every idea, every dream. As always, Governor Bambi Emano is urging each and everyone to make Misamis Oriental stronger than ever. Jinky Rosit, PIO.